Welcome everyone to Choose the Cars.
Today we are going to discuss a very important topic. So as you have seen, if you follow my channel, so you have seen the number of cars that I've owned for the past 40 years. So I can share my experience on, how to safely sell your car.
मगर क्यों?
Why the name of the RC has to change is because as per the Supreme Court, at the time of a accident, so if there is an accident that happens, any car का accident होता है तो उस time पे जो the car's owner, that is in the name of the person written on the RC of that car, will be liable. So liable means ऐसा नहीं कि जेल में डाल देंगे, but it is still that that person will be called for if there is a court case, if there is a FIR, if there is something, so वो पुलिस स्टेशन जाना पड़ेगा आपको प्रूव करना पड़ेगा कि आप नहीं चला रहे थे गाड़ी, कोई और चला रहा था. So that takes a lot of effort. That takes a lot of effort because you never know if you can prove it or not. I mean, and वो कोर्ट केस कितने साल चलेगा किसी को नहीं पता.
हमको नहीं पता। हमको कुछ नहीं पता।
So the problem is that there are many companies like Cars 24, OLX Autos, and Spinny, and these are some companies who provide the service of buying and selling cars. They are not reliable. So Safari was something we bought in Delhi and we brought it to Hyderabad. So why we sold the car? Because of the NGT rule that all diesel vehicles in DL Delhi registered diesel vehicles, they have to be sold before 10 years. So either sold or whatever, taken out of Delhi registration. So we had to sell it. I mean, the car was in perfect condition. It was only serviced in Tata, and we took good care. It was like my baby. First mistake was selling that car to. We sold it to Cars 24. Now what happened was, I'll tell you, 2021 we sold the car. Till date, now what is going on? 2024. The car's ownership is still in my name. So whatever happens to the car, if there is an accident, if there is some fatal accident or something, I will be liable because RC में मेरा नाम है. So that's a big problem, big problem. I have followed up with Cars 24 several times. I have called their call center. I have sent them emails. So we have done everything from our side to make sure that the car is transferred. So the problem that Cars 24 is saying is that Cars 24 bought the car from us and they sold it to a dealer who has not changed the name to either his name or the person who he sold it to. So I said, "Mera kya problem hai?" Like, I trusted you that I am selling the car. I sold the car to you, so you need to get it changed, right? And they have a clause that when the car is sold, so within 3 months or whatever 6 months, the car's RC would be changed or the name registration would be changed to the next owner. So that is a trust that I had. Anyway, gone is the trust. It's not a one-off case. I have heard multiple stories of this going on with Cars 24. So this is kind of very irritating, frustrating, and to be very frank, we can't do much at this time, right? So that is the first mistake that we did. When we came to Hyderabad, we got a second car. That was a Tata Nano. Wanted to sell it very urgently because at that time we were having some financial crisis. Like, my wife was in sabbatical, so she was working in a government bank So she took a sabbatical, and during sabbatical we don't have, we don't get salary. So that time of course we did not want a second car as well. We did not want, we already had the Safari, so why keep and maintain the second car? So we thought that let's sell it. So that was the first time that I used the OLX app to sell the car. A husband and wife came to our house and they said they're very much interested in the car. They said that we'll transfer the RC as soon as possible. Next week we'll do it. We anyway have to come to the RTO or whatever. They gave a lot of excuses that we'll do this, we'll do that, don't worry. And so we trusted them. Problem is, when you trust someone, you either trust them 100% or you don't trust the person. So we trusted them 100%. हस्बैंड वाइफ है, उसको बोला मैं वाइफ के नाम पे पक्का कर दूंगा, आप टेंशन मत लो, मैं कर दूंगा सब कुछ, आपको कोई टेंशन नहीं, मैं आपको अपडेट भी दे दूंगा, ये वो। तो ठीक है, फाइन। सो कितना डेडिकेटेड बंदा है। तो एनीवे वी सोल्ड द कार एंड till date again we have called the person so many times, we have called his wife so many times. अब क्या हो गया कि now those guys they separated, so the husband is living somewhere else, the wife is living somewhere else, and whenever we call they try that, so nobody knows कि car कहाँ पे है. Can you imagine? So the car was unfortunately in my wife's name, so we bought it specifically for my wife, for her to drive. Anyway, that you can see in my video where I said that why you should never buy a car for your wife, because they never drive it. So anyway, so then of course we did a lot of follow-ups, and we also informed the Hyderabad RTO that we have sold this car to such and such person. Luckily we had the Aadhaar card and the ration card. We took the photo of that. We took the photo of the husband and wife. But of course there is nothing you can do about it. Like if in case someone is trying to not do something deliberately, you can't do anything about it. Our i10 that was in my brother's name, and so there is a history behind it. So we had a Corolla in between when we sold it. That was also a used car we bought. So I bought it from some individual and we sold it to OLX Autos. So that was again the time when COVID time was there, and around 2020 I believe. So we didn't want a second car because COVID था, तो office कोई नहीं जा रहा था, second car का कोई requirement नहीं था, and so we had to sell it. So OLX Autos at that time, I think that was a good decision, because we sold it to OLX Autos and they changed the RC name less than 60 days. So they changed it, and they changed it without any follow-ups, anything. So that was good. So with that good experience, I thought कि चलो Cars 24 सही नहीं कर रहा है. We can do it. We can sell the i10 in Delhi, because I was not there. Of course, my brother was there. So he wanted help with the sale, because because of the NGT rule, the car had nothing wrong, but it was completing 15 years. So we sold it to OLX Autos. Looking at the good experience we got from selling the Corolla in Hyderabad, we chose the option to sell it to OLX Autos. Till date, the car is still in my brother's name. It is more than a year now. So these guys, these companies, they are a hit or a miss. अगर हो गया तो हो गया, नहीं हुआ तो भैया वो कहते हैं ना, चक्की पीसिंग एंड पीसिंग, मतलब आप जेल के चक्कर भी खाओगे और इतना फॉलो अप करने का मेहनत भी करोगे और कोर्ट केस में भी फंस सकते हो. सो बहुत कुछ हो सकता है. So be very, very cautious while selling a car. So this video is basically to the right way to sell your car. After these incidents, so again we had sold another 2 cars. So that we sold it the right way. So the first one was the Audi Q5, which again I purchased a used car from an individual, and I wanted to sell it to another individual, not to any company, because the first problem with the company is they will pay you very less. They will pay you much lesser than the market value. They will somehow tell you कि यार तुम्हारे कार में ये प्रॉब्लम है, ये प्रॉब्लम है, ये प्रॉब्लम है, and they will sell it to you at pennies. So a similar thing happened to all the three cars that we sold to either Cars 24 or OLX Autos. So this time I thought, let me sell it to an individual. So I posted my cars ad in OLX, and we got. The only problem is that you'll get a lot of people trying to communicate to you. So time लगता है उसमें थोड़ा. But if you are patient enough, you will get a good buyer. And I got a good buyer. So what I did was, I told him we'll do one thing. We'll go together to the RTO office. I have one of the known RTO agents. We all three met together in the RTO office, and he did all this. I did all the signatures there in front of the agent, and I told the agent कि आप process डाल दो. So the RC process was started. That RC transfer process was started on the day when I was selling the car. Okay, so as soon as that everything signed, papers done, all Aadhaar card, whatever requirements are done, he took it and he gave it to the RTO. And then I told the guy, okay, now you transfer the money to me. Okay, so the good thing, what you can do is, in case the amount is too big, so the NEFT or the bank transfer has some cap, like you cannot pay more than 50,000 in the first 24 hours of adding a pay in the bank. So what you can do is, you can tell all these things to the person who is interested in buying the car, and tell that you add me as a payee 2-3 days before the RTO visit. Okay, payee add करने में कोई problem नहीं है ना. So I asked him to add me as a payee. He added me, and then on the day of the sale, so that the agent went and gave the RC documents, and he paid me the money, and I gave him the chavi. Alright, so this is the safest way of selling your car. I mean, if in case you are also stuck with this problem of selling the car and following up with your new owners to get the RC transferred, बहुत pain hai. I understand your pain. Okay, so this is the right way. So again, after the Audi Q5 that we sold, we had a CRV which we kept for around 2 years. So I sold it the same way. This is the best way. Don't sell it to Cars 24, Spinny, or OLX Autos. They will just give you pennies for your car. They will tell you 100 wrong things in your car, and while they sell the same car to the next customer, they will say this is the best car ever. Okay, so don't sell it. थोड़ा सा अगर टाइम है आपके पास, थोड़ा पेशेंस लगेगा, आप OLX की वेबसाइट में, टीम्स BHP की वेबसाइट में, बहुत सारी वेबसाइट्स है where you can put in your car as an advertisement for free. You don't have to pay anything for the first 1 or 2 months. By the time आपका कार automatically sell हो भी जाएगा. So थोड़ा सा टाइम चाहिए, थोड़ा पेशेंस चाहिए, but if you do the process right, you will be a very happy person. So I don't have any tension for my Audi Q5 or the CRV, Honda CRV. So these three cars. So Safari is in my name, Nano is in my wife's name, and Itel is in my brother's name. So हम तीनों फंसे हुए हैं. So let's see what happens. We'll keep following up, and let's hope for the best. So hope you liked the video, and if you did, please do subscribe and like my channel, and please share it to anyone else who is fussified in this problem, so that he can be saved. Right? So if you have been, keep watching and stay blessed.